Hello, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about Christ the Redeemer. So, how Jesus Christ redeemed us from sin and has allowed for us through his sacrifice to come unto the Father. So, I'm going to read from 1 Colossians verse 12 through 14 real quick. This is Paul talking. This is Okay, so it starts, giving thanks unto the Father, which hath made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who hath delivered us from the power of darkness, and hath translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son, in whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins. But you being redeemed by Christ, it's not going to be like, you just got redeemed by Christ. You don't have to do anything else. You have to live life according to what Christ said, how Christ said to live. I'm going to now read Colossians 2, chapter 2, verse 8 through 12 real quick, because I felt like that was another point to be made there. Verse 8 through 12. Colossians 2. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I have it bookmarked here, but I'm doing these videos off the cuff pretty much, Very little planning goes into this. Okay, so Colossians 2, 8 through 12. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and ye are complete in him, which is the head of all principality and power, in whom also ye are circumcised with the circumcision made without hands, in putting off the body of the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Christ, buried with him in baptism, wherein also ye are risen with him through the faith of the operation of God, who hath raised him from the dead. So when we bury our flesh with Christ, we are redeemed through Christ. So Christ tells us that we will have to carry the cross every day of our life, denying ourselves, denying our flesh, the desires of our flesh, and picking up your cross daily. And we have to suffer persecution for our faith. In 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 10, it says, "For therefore we both labor and suffer reproach, because we trust in the living God, who is the Savior of all men, especially of those that believe." So though we are saved by God through Jesus Christ, we're going to have to suffer. All right? We're going to have to suffer. And you might think, "Oh man, why do we have to suffer so much?" Because life is hard. There's going to be people that really doubt you, and these promises that you have of God, and these people just want to keep on telling you that you're wrong, telling you to start thinking in the real world. They want you to think like they think. But Jesus tells us in John chapter 15, verse 18 through 19, he says, "If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you." So the world hates you. But is that really so bad that the world hates you? Knowing for a fact that you are of God, a child of God. We suffer with Christ so we can be resurrected with him through his sacrifice. So it might not all be so bad to be hated by the world. Because if you are hated by the world, you know that you're of God. So that's all the message that there was today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got something from it. I pray God edifies you through this message that He has given me the strength to give. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.